Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Michigan win from 2012. In front of you, as you can see, this is an Elite box. The same old Elite box that I don't like, although this is the one that you can open. It has like the felt inside and shit, but it still has that same old, sleeve on it. So, whatever. Things on the bottom, you see they made 1,888 of these. Never like these boxes, I don't care what size they are. Even the window boxes are just oversized enough that it kind of does annoy me. Here's the car itself. A fantastic looking paint scheme. This, of course, does come with a few things. You got your typical certificate of authenticity for the elites. You've got your little bag of confetti. And you have your, of course, raced winner card. Now, this isn't obviously, if you're new to the NASCAR, you'll probably think, didn't Dale Jr. just have a Batman car? And he did in Fontana in 2016. But that wasn't the first time. This was. Back in 2012, he ran a Batman car for the Dark Knight Rises movie and ended up winning in the car. This car was a fan vote type deal. They had 4 different paint schemes. You could choose which one you wanted to win. This is obviously the one that won. They actually did make the other 3 in die-cast form, 124 scale and 164 scale. The 3 didn't even get raced. Man, does Dale Jr. get some special treatment right there. But nevertheless, this was a cool car. Didn't really make for that good of a race win, which, you know, what we have in front of us right now, we'll get to that later, but, you know, the design really doesn't work well for race wins, but I do love the black and the green in general. Well, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have the Dark Knight Rises, big Batman logo, Chevy Impala 88 Hendrick Motorsports, and yeah, see, that's what I want. Big old Batman logo on the hood, not that nationwide logo with the tiny Batman logo like they did for the Batman Superman car. On the side, you have Diet Mountain Dew, National Guard, and BeTheMatch.org. On the C post, you have Quaker State, and on the B post, you have Hendrick, Mack Tools, Purolator, Bosch, Siemens, and Freightliner. So they have the little NASCAR Salutes logo right there on top of the NASCAR logo. On the back, you have Quaker State 88 and the Dew Crew Rises. Got the Chevy bow tie. On the deck lid, you have National Guard and NationalGuard.com. This is number 25. On the roof, you have 2 Mountain Dew logos and a National Guard logo. Take a look under the hood. If it wants to open, see that it just says Diet Mountain Dew, National Guard, Chevy, Victor Rhines, and Perfect Circle. And it's very dirty under the hood. You don't usually see that very often. That is actually all dirty under the hood. I can even get that in the light, right? But it is dirty under that hood. Under the deck lid, you got your typical fuel cell and such back there. The roof flaps do in fact open. And as you can see, this is actually back when they had the 3 antennas. They had the big antenna, you had the little fin and the little antenna. I hated that shit because they would only give you one, you would lose them, they would break, they wouldn't have replacements, and screw that. There's the underside of the car. See, it has the bumper bar and all that. But now let's get down to the part everyone wants to see, and that's damage. And this is what I mean, exactly why this car doesn't really work as a race win, because you cannot see the dirt and damage on this car. Like, half of this dirt, like, you see this gray stuff, but half of this is the design of the car itself. That isn't damage. You see you have a little bit of some dirt in the grill and a little bit of a dirt in the Impala logo. Down the side, you can see a little bit of streaking from, like, Gatorade or whatever through the 88, but see, the tires are nicely marked up. But, again, that's just this car. You look at this car, and you're not going to be able to tell it's raced if it didn't have confetti. Confetti is probably, it's good that this car has some confetti on it, because it's really not. See, you got a little bit of, like, some tape or something around where the jack is, but beyond the logos and beyond the tires, you cannot tell this thing is raced, and that is definitely a shame. Because it is a nice-looking car, but like I said, that's probably the biggest hurt of this car. You're probably much better off getting a clean version of this car, or one of the 3 fantasy cars. Yay! I think I do have the 164s of that somewhere, because they actually released the 164s as a set. All 4 in one, like, box, and I think you could only get the 164 of this car that way. This car is very rare. Both the clean and the raced version are kind of rare for this car, but, you know, what are you going to do? Like I said, I don't know, if you're a Dale Jr. fan, I would definitely recommend picking this up. If you're like a DC Comics fan or just a comic book fan in general like I am, this is definitely a cool car, but if you're a raced Finn fan, don't get this car, because this is just not a good raced win. Special raced win, but not a good one. But I think that's all there's to say. This has been a review of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Michigan win from 2012. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.